Welcome back to the City of Palms podcast. Thank you for watching, viewing, and subscribing.
Episode 88.
Yeah, these headphones sound weird.
I wonder why that is.
Be thankful you didn't have them. It's a bad intro. How we doing, guys? Dude, I'm feeling blessed, man.
Lighting's a little different this episode, but that's okay. I'm just trying to do it.
Yep, we're going at it. You don't even have the grip tapes behind you.
Yeah, the display from the show is still in the van.
Oh, okay. True.
Yeah, I used that display to hang the shirts at ID's show.
Shout out ID, man. That show was nice. That was fun.
last Friday. Yeah,
yep.
Friday.
Yep.
Dope ass show. SPITTAS Spring Showcase. How's that for a bar?
I like that. That's a bar itself. SPITTAS Spring Show.
Yeah.
I can't even say it.
I
That's a tongue twister.
Yeah, all them boys killed it. That was cool.
Yeah, dude. Yes, for real though. Respect. Like it was really cool seeing that. It was awesome, dude. It was something different too. All the boys killed it.
I always like to see everyone come together too.
Yeah, me too. Shout out De La Rose, man. I mean, like you said, shout out everybody. But I've never seen him perform.
Yeah,
last night was my first time.
Met.
Yeah. That kid's got a voice, dude. Yeah, I like his music a lot. And
Rios killed it with the beats.
Beats, per usual. What's new? Shout out Rios, man. Shout out everybody tuning in. This podcast,
yes,
episode 88. Let's get into it, dude. First, you don't have a car right now.
No.
Jenny in the shop.
I
want to talk about that. The podcast needs to know. Nothing crazy happened.
No, I didn't get in a crash.
Regular maintenance.
It was just acting weird.
Yeah.
First and second gear were bogging down. And what did you tell me on the phone whenever we like had our... Because you scanned my car when the check engine light came on. Before it was acting weird. And it said something about turbo valve, something or other. Gave you a code for that.
Yeah.
And then I didn't do anything about it.
The bypass solenoid or something like that. I kind of forget exactly.
Yeah, it said like bypass valve high or something. I don't know. And you didn't know either. So I just forgot about it. I never took it to CarMax because I was just like, whatever. Because it acted fine. You know, it wasn't doing anything weird. And the check engine light went off eventually. So I was like, maybe it was just like a sensor or something. But then it started acting weird. And I was like,
and then that's when I looked into it, and that's when I told you the solenoid thing.
Yeah, between the code and then you seeing and feeling what it was doing while I was driving, you guessed it right. I took it to the shop. That's exactly what it was.
It's cool, dude. Yeah, I almost wish I just would have been like, yeah, dude, let's do it. Let's freaking just change that part out. Because it's like what they said was $350. I just want to know.
Done it for like $50.
It was an $18 part when I looked it up.
Dang.
From Hyundai.
So we could have done that for $20 in an afternoon instead of goddamn week and a half. It's hard without a car, dude. Remember whenever I told you a while back, I was like, well, because I was thinking about like car payments and like trying to save money wherever I could. I'm like, well, I'll just like
take your car off insurance.
Take my car off insurance
and ride a bike.
And just like, because I'm like, I work right next to home. I like don't need to go many places. The grocery store's right down the road. But now I realize like the amount of places I need to be.
Let me silent my phone. That was ugly.
And even the bus. Like I'm fine taking the bus. I dig public transportation.
That's crazy.
But it's just like...
What's the weirdest thing you ever seen on the bus, dude? That's crazy. I hate taking the bus.
You see,
The fact that you just said that makes me question so many things. You like public transportation. For what reason? Give me 5.
Okay, so...
Opposed to taking your own car.
Okay, opposed to taking my own car, no, I'm not saying that.
Okay.
But I'm saying I appreciate...
Okay, back up a little bit.
I appreciate public transportation, and if I have
you're not talking Uber. You're talking Lee Tran, dude. You're talking that Greyhound.
No, not Greyhound.
You're talking
Greyhound would be dope, though. Taking a Greyhound to, like, another state.
Well, what's a bus called that's not in Lee County? Or you're taking the... What's it called?
In Pennsylvania, it was called... I don't remember, but
what's the thing in New York? You take the subway. You're a subway guy, dude. You would love a subway if we had it.
I'd love living in New York, probably. I would love not having a car and just like skating everywhere, subway riding everywhere. Yeah. And it's sketchy, don't get me wrong, but like you see some weird shit on the bus and like that I will say I love the environment of your own vehicle, like literally like when I'm
obviously
like if I'm like commuting places,
that's why I was like, what?
Traveling across town or something, like getting in your own vehicle, especially my car, like my Jenny, like getting in it, having like it just feels dope to have like my little Bluetooth headphone in one ear, and then when I'm in the car, I got my phone posted up with like GPS or whatever I need, listening to podcasts on my thing, ice cold AC, I know I'm like talking privilege as hell right now, but like this is the life I live. You know what I'm saying? Like this is the things I have.
Mm-hmm.
Riding around, cold AC, feels good. You know what I'm saying? Like I always got the air freshener in there too. Got my skateboard and shoes in case I want to skate anywhere I go. And then when I get out of the car to run errands, it automatically switches from the car Bluetooth to my headphone Bluetooth, and I just hit the play button. Keep listening to the podcast. Shop.
Life
do
good.
whatever I need to do.
Life
shop.
good,
you know whatever. And then
Yep.
so yeah, of course I love that way more than public bus. But like,
so give me 5. Give me 5. 5 good reasons.
Okay, I like getting places I need to be. That's like the only like.
Take your car.
I didn't say I like it over my car. I just said I like public transportation. Like I'll put it this way. It's like an adventure, bro. I love making life feel like an adventure. And like, granted, the luxuries of life make life easier and makes it like more productive. Because if you have your own vehicle, you can get places faster. You don't gotta wait on the bus. You don't gotta pay for bus fares, things like that. But it's like cool to me. Like whenever, a good example is in Pennsylvania. Whenever I came here for Christmas, so literally, bro, this is what I have to do. I lived in California, Pennsylvania. I had to take my car because there was no bus routes that went from California, Pennsylvania. That's confusing. Change it, call it something else. So yeah, I had to take the car to Monessen, Pennsylvania, which was like 20-minute drive, and then park there in like an overnight parking spot. And then I had all my luggage with me because I was coming home for Christmas, and I was probably home for like a week or two or something. I don't remember how long I was here, but I was in Florida for a minute, and so I took all my luggage with me. And that bus, dude, I had to take the Monessen bus in the evening because of my flight. Like I was taking it to, and dude, this is an adventure. And
all right. So what the fuck is going on here? I want
to tell the story. That's where I'm
so
at
confused.
This is why I like public transportation, because
Okay.
this shit felt like an adventure and it was dope. So Monessen,
From this one time.
basically.
Okay.
Well, and all these times I
Okay.
used to skate. I used to skate and like take the bus downtown when I didn't have a license when I was 15.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So
Okay.
Monessen
Okay.
to Pittsburgh.
Nostalgic.
I took a bus from Monessen to Pittsburgh and into like the city. And then in the city, that's where the bus route stopped. Like the local bus route went to Pittsburgh. And then I had to take the there's a name for it. I don't remember what it is, but like there's a name for like the big bus routes for like big cities. And that's what you were talking about. Not subway, but like the buses. They're called something like Port Authority or something. I don't remember. I don't remember. But then I had to take that one from the city in Pittsburgh to the Pittsburgh International Airport because there was only like one bus route that went there. It's a bigger bus system. And then I got dropped off at the airport with all my luggage, and it's snowing. I'll point that out. So from in the snow, like took all the bus routes, you know, and taking the bus around here, much different than taking the bus in the city of Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Like you see some way sketchier shit, and I don't really remember anything off the top of my head that I saw that was weird. I just remember like feeling very vulnerable because I'm like not a very intimidating looking person. And you got it? Because I'm not a very intimidating looking person, and I had all my luggage with me. So I was thinking like, you look like a target, you know what I'm saying? You look like a tourist or someone that could just be like held up real quick and just like get mugged. And so then and then I had to my flight was that's what it was. My flight was at like 5 a.m. or 6 a.m. or something, and there was I couldn't start. The bus route took like 2 hours, so I couldn't get on the bus at like 3:30, 4 a.m. Buses didn't run that early, so I had to take the bus at night into the city in the snow, and then I had to sleep at the airport in like the lobby of the airport, and then in the morning catch the flight. I think that's how it worked.
Well, dude, that just seems silly. You like
an adventure, bro.
Yeah, but you like public transportation from a story, from feelings. That's like not wanting to like get rid of a blanket because of like all the nights you slept with it and it's like special. It's like, dude, go to Target and buy another blanket. Because that's your interpretation. I get you had good times on public transportation. My time on public transportation, I was impatient as hell. I'm learning. I still am, but I'm working on it. But when I was a kid, heck no, dude. And the fact that I had to wait to go anywhere, I'm like, dude, I'm not waiting for the bus. It's hot out here. I live in Florida.
Yeah.
And then you get on the bus. It's so hot in there. You're like, what? And like dirty. I feel like that's probably never been clean. Maybe it's changed because of COVID.
Yeah, I keep my hands to myself when I'm on the bus. That's for sure.
Sketchy people around here.
Yep.
You got to just keep an eye on all your stuff. Like, if it's full, And
that
it's like,
shit's miserable.
Yeah, and then you have to stand. That shit's, and then you feel bad because you're sitting and there's like an 80-year-old woman and she's like, and she has like 2 canes and like a walker behind her, and it's like, you're like, do you want to sit here? And she's like, no, it's okay. And the guy's like, really, dude? Just get up. You get up. You're sitting too. And it's not fair. So, dude, when I got my own car, I will never, ever drive. I hate Uber. I don't even like Uber. I'll Uber if I have to.
Let me reword what I said then. I like public transportation. I'll stand by that.
Because you appreciate what
when
it is.
you need it, it's there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because but
I understand that. I do. I understand that that's what you were trying to say.
But I think nowadays, like, yeah, I feel what you're saying.
Like, how was it? Because your car's been in the shop and you went on it the other day.
Because it's been too inconvenient. Because when I was in Uber is just much more convenient because you don't got to wait on bus times. You don't have to. Exactly. I mean, you have to pay out the ass for like services like Uber. But like if you got the money for it, it's dope. And the other day I didn't use Uber because I wasn't trying to pay like $30 to get from one city to the other. Like that shit's too long to drive. Like I should have just taken public transportation. But there's sometimes when like I just the hours don't. Like,
yeah, because you have to think. Pay $30. Take an Uber, you get there in 30 minutes.
Yeah, take
a
bus.
Pay $4, take a bus, get there in 2.5 hours.
Yeah,
maybe.
And
if
maybe
the bus is on time. Yes, exactly. And watch stuff all the time. And get questioned about everything you do.
I think it's just because of like my experience with things, like between like taking the bus, skating on adventures when I was a kid, and like
obviously,
and when I was in Pennsylvania, there was many. I shared a car, so like there was many, and I didn't know anyone, so like I couldn't ask for a ride. There were many opportunities where I had to walk across town, or like had to like take a bus to here to like get to there to post up for a few hours to wait for my ride, like, and even though all that is like pretty miserable when you think about it, but like I just see it as like, I don't know, it's kind of dope. It's like an adventure, like I said, that's why I like the winter's miserable because it's cold as fuck and you gotta scrape ice off your shit, but it like almost makes every day feel exciting because you're like, man, I don't know how I'm gonna get here today or whatever.
Let me tell you. Let me just preference by saying I'm completely switching the subject. Okay,
yeah, we've been on this.
Okay, so, but it does still have to do with cars. So, and I'm sorry for anyone listening that's like, dude, you talked about cars and stuff for like ever. But this is just quick too. I might get a new car, and it's spontaneous because it's not what I had planned. But I'm still praying about it. But I think
you gonna buy cash? You gonna finance?
So let me explain. I'm still praying about it. I don't know yet. I'm still just debating. I think I'm gonna buy Bree's car from her.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna snag that wife whip.
Yeah. She's debating getting a new car. She's gonna get a Lexus. She's so funny too. She wanted an SUV, and then like, she found this IS250 that she's like, yo, I think we should go and test drive it for me. So I think she thinks it'd be a good car for me. She knows I want a new car. I'm like, all right, cool. Let's do it. I drove it. I was like, yeah, this is nice. I'm thinking in my head, like, it is a really nice car. So I was thinking this is a really nice car, but as I'm like punching it and stuff, it's not like fast. It's not pulling like I want to feel. So I'm like, this is not for me.
Wait, you're talking about the Audi?
The Lexus.
Oh,
we went and test drove it. It was at Lee Auto Group.
I see.
So we just went $18,000 for a 2015 Lexus IS250.
The Auto Group had that?
Mm-hmm. All-wheel drive. Gotcha. Yeah. So this was yesterday. So I went and test drove it, and then as I was driving it, like Bree was like, oh, it feels so smooth and stuff. I'm like, yeah, it drives really nice. It's very smooth. It's just not. There's no torque. I mean, you hit the gas and it's like it doesn't like pull you back. Mm-hmm. Obviously, it's an all-wheel drive freaking Lexus IS250. Anyway, but it's real nice. The inside, dude. The inside of those things are mint. I mean, they're so luxurious.
I bet, yeah.
And so she drove it and she loved it. So she's like, yo, I'm gonna buy this thing. And she ended up not buying that one, but she is gonna still end up looking for an IS250. So that leaves.
You try to get a black one?
Yes, exactly. This one was gray. She wants a black or white one. So it leaves me, wanting her Audi because at first she was gonna sell it, and with what she owes on it, I'm just like. It's so tempting. Yeah. I want to either pay it off or just because she doesn't want to make 2 payments. She wants a new car soon, but she doesn't want like 2 payments. So I'm thinking, I don't know, because there's a whole bunch of thing where she has to transfer her plate. So I would have to see if I can put a plate on that. But so I need to sell my truck, but it's also not running, so I need to make it run first. So it's like all this stuff.
Did you get any leads whenever you were working on it the other day?
Yes. The truck?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, I asked Dale, and he helped me out. He knew right off rip. I mean, he's so smart. Yeah, I was like, and all I did was, I was like, Dale, have you ever heard of, like, what this sound is? And I just, and I did that ugly sound. He's like, yeah, your starter's not engaging. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. And so he kind of told me where to pick up on that. So yeah, it should be an easy fix. But once I get it to start, hopefully that is the issue. I still gotta dig into the radiator. I gotta probably put a new radiator and like stuff like radiator hoses and all that. Just cause, and I don't know if that's for sure the issue, but when I was driving it last, it was overheating. So that's a thing. But yeah, if I can get that squared away, fresh oil change in it and stuff, get the truck running, sell it. And I don't want to sell it because it's my only stick shift. But I don't want to see the Audi get sold to someone else because I really want to hear that thing with an exhaust on it. So as soon as I get that bad thing, I'm gonna put an exhaust. Yeah,
it fits you.
Yeah, and I already have plans. Like, I already have plans. It's not even mine yet. But like, redo the hood because the hood like paint's feeling off a little bit. So respray the hood so it's like a nice fresh black, match the car. It's all gonna be good. Refix the headliner up top, and this is all like over time. You know what I'm saying? Over time. Exhaust.
Wait, the Audi's got a droopy headliner?
Mm-hmm. It falls down in the back. Yeah, fix that. Put an exhaust on it. Get new rims, all black Vossen rims. It's already got a chip. It's already got a K&N air intake. It's already got a blow-off valve. It's already got a racing chip. So I'll put an exhaust on it, rims, window tint, black the thing out, dude. Probably new taillights. Yeah, blackout emblems. Slide.
Pulling up to your appointments and that thing will feel good.
And I'm still gonna keep the Camry for like work.
That's true. You don't want to
because I'm not trying to run this thing miles. You know, it's gonna be my fun car. So that's why I am just probably gonna sell the truck. Because as much as I love the truck, it's just a money pit. It's not reliable enough for me to like want to do it. So
and you'll have another stick shift in your lifetime. You know, like your daily driver is gonna be a stick shift eventually.
Yeah, exactly.
Sooner than later.
Oh, I miss it, dude. I miss having a daily driver stick shift. Love it. There's nothing better. Gohan, you're being rude because we're recording a podcast. Gohan. We're recording a
I know, dude. I know it's frustrating.
All right, no. But another thing. Before we go on break, I want to touch on a couple things because I do want to make this a shorter episode because we got the Jake Paul fight tonight. Let's just be... How are you feeling about that? Who do you think's going to win? Let me just start off about that. Who do you think's winning?
Honestly, I don't have an educated, opinion on it. I think that Jake Paul is not as skilled as he says he is, or he's super confident. And honestly, I feel like Jake Paul's gonna win just because of how hard he's manifesting this. Like, he is certain he's gonna win. You know what I'm saying? Like, as most fighters are, but and he does train really hard. I'm not gonna.
But so is Ben.
Yeah, see,
not training. I don't know. I don't know about training, but Ben thinks he's gonna win.
What does he do? Who is Ben Askren?
He's a retired UFC fighter. Yeah. Oh. He's coming out of retirement. But
what was
did you ever see that video where the guy got where he came up and kneed? It was like the fastest knockout, the 5-second knockout, right when the guy started. He did that thing. That was Ben Askren.
Who got knocked out?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No wonder Jake Paul's talking so much shit.
Yeah.
Fastest knockout in UFC history.
Yeah, he got KO'd.
That's brutal.
By Masvidal. Pretty. Yeah, it was bad. And it was Ben Askren was on Impulsive, Logan Paul's podcast, so Jake's brother, and he asked him about that, like what happened, like from his perspective, and like soon as the match started, he said it was just lights out, and then he woke up, and he was in the hospital bed, and he's like, just like all this stuff, the match was over, and he's like, it's good. I didn't feel any pain because I was like knocked out like so bad. And I was just like, oh my gosh, that's brutal.
Where in the head did he hit him?
I don't even know. On impact. Probably just, if I could guess, probably just like, I don't even know.
Yeah, I don't know where you get hit to just instantly just like out until you wake up in the hospital bed. Because a lot of times when you get knocked out, don't you get knocked out until you're on the ground and then you perk up when you're on the ground because it just kind of shocks your brain a little bit.
It depends, I guess. It depends how hard you get knocked out. Because, if we're talking like Nate Morales knocking me out, when he knocked me out, we were boxing. Shout out, Nate. he hit me, and I like, it was like the second I fell to the ground, I just like woke up, and I was like, whoa, dude, you just knocked me out. I was like, I just slept for a second.
That must be so crazy.
It was cool though, honestly. I was like, dude, I just got knocked out. That's crazy.
And you don't feel anything, like you don't feel hitting the ground.
No, that's annoying. All this stuff, dude. Fuck it. Yeah. No, you don't feel it. I mean, I didn't feel it. I hit grass. I'm sure you might feel it, like when you wake up if you slammed on cement.
No, yeah.
Yeah, or canvas even. I mean, on that UFC mat, that's not as soft as it looks. That thing's kind of rough and hard.
But you'll just feel like the aftermath. You'll just feel like a little abrasion on your elbow.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
oh, that must have been where
yeah,
I
you
hit
won't
the
feel
ground.
the impact. Yeah,
Crazy.
that is kind of it's weird. It's scary too to think about. I mean,
yeah, because you could smack your head on something like on your way down. That's what'll really hurt you.
Yeah. Oof. I don't like that. I can't picture that.
Yeah.
I just think it was cool how Impulsive had Ben Askren then Jake Paul back to back on.
That's a good move.
I mean, that is a good move. And
you people like you probably gained a lot of insight from that, huh?
Oh yeah.
Hearing both perspectives back to back.
Yeah, and I'll say I put 100 on Jake Paul. It's a little too late right now because anyone hearing this is gonna be after the fight. But yeah, my money's on Jake Paul. I'm gonna look stupid if he loses, but my money's definitely on Jake Paul.
And why is that? Why do you say that?
Okay, a couple reasons. I think Ben's a goofball. I watched Ben on the Impulsive interview. That was the first time too I'd ever seen an hour of Ben, just seeing who he does. Dude said he had 160 IQ. He said he's a genius. I'm not gonna call him a liar on that, but like,
usually people who quote what their IQ is aren't geniuses.
Yeah. Yeah. So it's like, I was like, okay. Next, he's coming out of retirement. And I just don't think, I mean, he could be training. I'm not going to say just because he's retired doesn't mean he's not training. But I don't think he's, basically, moral of the story, I think Jake Paul has a lot more to prove. And he knows that. And Jake knows that. And Jake's a beast, dude. Like, his work ethic, he's trained hard. His work ethic is outstanding. And he knows right now is like a very important time of his life. Like, this fight is everything because he wants to pursue boxing. And
that's true. And everyone, including myself, have been making him out to be like a mockery. You know what I mean? Like that, like kind of like picking fun. As in like, oh, YouTuber turned boxer. Like, oh, you're a YouTuber. Like, stay out of the ring or whatever. So yeah, he's got a lot to prove. And if he's training harder than any fighter. You know what I'm saying? Or not harder, but like he's training like any fighter would train. Is what I mean. He's not just like a YouTuber shooting videos like, I'm gonna box. I lifted some weights yesterday. Yeah,
it's gonna be good. It's gonna be real good.
Did you have any other reasons though? You said Ben Askren's a goofball. He's coming out of retirement. Jake's got a lot to prove.
I mean,
what are the odds as far as like age and height and weight and stuff like that? Is that like really offset too? Because Jake's a big dude.
Yeah, no, Jake's jacked.
And taller, like that alone.
I will say I kind of feel stupid. I didn't watch really the weigh-ins, so I don't know exactly what they're weighing in at. I know it is probably going to be close. Boxing doesn't have to be as precise as UFC as far as like closeness in weight. But yeah, I just think all in all, I mean, Jake's put in probably way more. I mean, Ben, the thing about Ben, now here's the thing about Ben that I will say, I'll give him credit where it's due. Ben is, because when you asked me who's Ben, I just said he got knocked out by. Fight fans are probably freaking out because he's an Olympic wrestler. He's a gold medal Olympic wrestler. So he's an outstanding wrestler, and that's how he made his way into the UFC. So he's not. So that's where the question is. Now he's also a troll. Jake Paul's good at trolling, like top tier. Ben Askren's not that bad either. And what he did was like at first he uploaded videos of him training right when the fight was announced. He uploaded videos of him training, punching the punching bag, and it was like sloppy, weak punches. And then he did one the other day because then a lot of people talking like, oh my gosh, this kid's gonna get rocked. This guy's gonna get rocked. But he did. It was like a troll move, because then the other day he put like an actual training video of him on the bag, and he's got hands. So I think he will hold his own. And I think Ben's got a lot to prove too. His last fight, if I'm not mistaken, I could be butchered. I'm not like the biggest fight fan in the world, but from my understanding, his last fight was getting KO'd from Masvidal, I think.
Even if it wasn't his last fight.
Even if it wasn't.
That like you said, that's how you introduced him. Was a dude that got knocked out in 1 second.
And that's how everyone kind of knows him, unless you're like a huge fan of him or you've been in the fight game. So yeah. That is a thing.
We'll see.
The next thing, dude, I want to get into before I don't even know if we'll touch a break. I don't even know. This might be just a shorter episode. I got to ask you a question. And this is where we get serious.
Okay.
How long, let me see what exactly I got written down. How long do you go without changing your bed sheets? And be honest.
I'm going to be honest. I go about, I would say.
Not what you try to do. What
you
do.
I'm gonna say typically 2 weeks, 3 weeks max.
That's good.
Yeah. Because I used to not, dude. When I was a kid,
what's the worst?
I didn't even think about that. No, I don't even want to get into that. Because when I lived at mom's, when I was like going to like in high school, college, like that era. I mean, granted, she would probably wash.
She would do it. Yeah, she would.
But I wouldn't even. Well, okay, then Pennsylvania actually, bro, Pennsylvania. Because I had to take them to the laundromat.
How long?
Probably like until I spilled something on them. Probably like straight up, yeah. And now I think about it, and I was like, dude, like that, them shits need washed regularly, because that's like clothes, dude. You wear your clothes, you wash the clothes.
You sweat in your sleep too, yeah.
Yeah, you shed skin. Well, I think it's different now too because I have Gohan. So like earlier than 2 weeks, to be honest. Like sometimes like every week I would like to wash my sheets just because like dog hairs have like allergies. I try to vacuum my room and like dust and clean my sheets very regularly just because of having animals. It like gets a lot to handle sometimes.
Yeah. No, I'm right there. I'm right there too. I'm like probably solidly every month. Every month I'm doing sheets and blankets.
I feel like that's typical.
Throw them in the load. Unless, so like I said, something spills or something. But dude, the worst, like you said, can't even know, dude.
You don't even know. Months?
Like, yeah, like I mean, like you said, like when we lived with mom, it's like she would probably do it periodically. Like I know she would, because I'd come home and be like,
"Oh yeah, fresh
sheets on my bed,"
yeah.
and she'd be like, "Oh, they're in the dryer," or like, yeah, she'd be like, "I put fresh sheets on the bed."
Because she knows. If we went like a month without it, she'd be like, "The fuck are you guys doing?"
But I think like when I got in high school, maybe, and it's just doing my thing. I don't know. I mean, probably 3 months. It's probably like the worst, which is just gross, dude.
And I think I would justify it because I'm the kind of person. Let me ask you this: I think I already know the answer, but are you a morning shower person or a night shower person or both?
Both. Always.
That's what I figured.
Always both.
Yeah, I usually am just night. Like my whole life I've been night because like we skate and shit. So I'm like I can't even imagine not like dude. I remember a kid in middle school told me that once. Like he asked that or he heard that I did it at night and he was like, "Ew, you don't take a shower in the morning like before school?" And I was like, "No, like I take one at night every night." And then I'm like, "You don't take one at night?" And then he's like, "No, like you don't need a shower at night." And I'm thinking like I skate almost every single day. Hell yes, I need one at night. Like I'm all sweaty and gross. But disgusting. Now I'm both because like a shower in the morning feels nice, even if it doesn't like necessarily.
It's a necessity, dude. If I can't wake up till I shower. I mean that's just a fact. I've been that way since 7th grade. Like I wasn't ever that way until I hit 7th grade, because that's when I cut my hair short for the first time. So instead of just waking up, brushing your hair, and going on with the day, when I had long hair, if I woke up and it was just kind of crazy, you could usually just brush it the way you wanted it. And if it was really crazy, I'd just lay a wet washcloth on top of it and just let it mat down, and then I'd just brush it and it'd be like straightened.
Whoa, I never thought about that, wet washcloth.
And so, dude, you're my brother. We all did that, I thought.
No, what I'll do is I have a spray bottle in my room that I'll like.
Oh, word.
Or I used to just get my hands wet and then just like comb my hair through my.
Yeah, exactly. So, but then in 7th grade, when I got my hair cut short, I had to like shower in the morning to like style it because I needed wet hair, and then I didn't even realize till like probably like 11th grade that you could do like just random like you could wet your hands and just like run it through your hair with short hair. So now like I mean I still don't do that, but if there's times where I'm like I just don't want to shower but I need to like restyle my hair, I'll just wet it and redo it. But yeah, from then on I was just showering in the mornings, and now it's like I have to. Now it is like a definite necessity, shower in the morning.
How often do you shampoo your hair?
This is bad, dude. Twice every time I shower.
That's how I used to be when I had long hair, and I feel like that's kind of why like my hair wasn't the healthiest, because I found out from women that like you don't need to shampoo every night. In fact, you probably shouldn't shampoo.
Yeah, like everyone says you should only shampoo like 3 or 4 times a week.
Yeah, like I'll do it every other day, but if I have like no activity at all, like if I'm sweaty.
Even Chris D'Elia said that in one of his podcasts.
Yeah. Cause it's true too, because like your hair has oils in it that like you need to like have healthy hair, and when you shampoo your hair, you're like shampooing all the oils out of your hair. Cause sometimes your hair gets oily.
I use some strong shampoo, dude. I use some strong shampoo. I use that tough stuff.
Tough stuff.
Head and Shoulders.
Oh.
Sandalwood for men.
I use that what is that shampoo from Auto Mechanics with the?
Oh, you got that
orange hands.
Yeah, the orange pumice.
Like
you got that.
You got the pumice in it.
What is it, dude?
Imagine washing your hair with that shit.
Oh, that'd be.
I have it in my shower, just because like.
Gojo, that's what it is. Gojo. Gojo.
Oh yeah. I have it in the shower. I'd never use it on my hair, but like if you ever work with any sort of oil, you need that shit, or else your hands just smell like oil for 2 days.
Yeah,
2 days.
For sure. Dude, have you ever spilt like a bottle of olive oil in the kitchen?
No, but I work at Aldi, and having an oil spill is the worst thing ever.
You throw salt on it?
No, we have this stuff called Spill Magic. Either kitty litter or Spill Magic, and you'll just like sprinkle it around and then like sweep it, and it just clumps it all up.
Yeah,
but anytime anyone breaks shit at Aldi, that's like my catchphrase. Like anytime a customer like drops a bottle of wine and there's just fucking Pinot Noir everywhere, they're like, I'm so sorry, and I'm like, no, you're good, and I'll like just because it's really not that hard to clean it up, sweep up the glass, unless it gets under the aisle. Shit sucks, but I always tell them, I'm like, at least it wasn't oil. And then whenever they drop a glass bottle of oil, they're like, I'm so sorry. I'm like, at least it wasn't 2 bottles of oil. Because that shit sucks, bro.
Oh, dude, spilled oil is the worst. You will. It's like it's. I just feel like the spot will forever be a little slick. You know what I mean?
Slick, dude. Yeah, and that's
a
the
little
shit too.
slick.
Whenever they drop it in the checkout lines, you basically can't use that checkout lane because, bro, like just imagine like a 75-year-old Betty coming through there, just like, how are you today?
Stroller takes a drift.
little drift action.
No.
Sometimes they'll break it on the actual belt itself, and that sucks so bad too. Because then it, like, especially wine, like people don't understand with like I don't know.
How
if
are you
it's
that
like,
dumb?
Well, I don't get like I don't know if it's like this at all grocery stores.
I got a bottle of wine. Yeah.
Little three-pointer.
He's tossing bags of like frozen bags of stuff, and he just freaking.
See, that's something I don't get. When you're loading up groceries on the belt, how do you do it? Like, are you precise about it?
No,
you
not
just
at
toss
Aldi.
it up there?
Yeah, not at Aldi, because they don't care in throwing it in my cart, so I don't care throwing it on the belt. Publix, I'm like, smallest first, biggest first, and
cold stuff together.
In order, color coded, ABC alphabetical. Aldi, bro, I'm one hand. I am like. I'm a kid.
No, yeah,
I'm a kid going through a garbage bin, dude. Da 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 da.
And then a big glass bottle of wine breaks, and then you're fucked.
I don't buy wine,
no.
But yeah,
I feel you.
No, but if I have like something like that heavy, like if I have a big because I buy olive oil. If I buy like a big bottle of olive oil, I'm literally obviously not slick with that. Like I'm like, okay, careful, and I lay it on its side, set it on its side, and let it go.
Because I feel like people think that if you put it, I'm gonna give someone a tip right here if they don't know. Set the shit on the side, put something behind it, put something in front of it. Bam, secured. Because if you set it upright, it's almost, especially with Aldi.
It will, bro. Them things go, bro.
Yeah, it'll like.
They got torque, more torque than the Lexus IS 250.
And you'll see it, and I see it as I'm like scanning my things, boop, 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 and I'm seeing that get closer. You see that wine bottle, and usually this is bad, but like usually, the employee will say like, "Oh, can you set the bottle on the side? It's gonna fall over," or like, "Can you set them on the side, please?" Sometimes, and usually I will say that. Most of the time I'll say that, but sometimes. Like it'll fall, like it'll boom, 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 and then fall over, and the piece it'll make a loud noise, and people are like, "Oh, that was a close one." Sets it back up, and at that point, I'm like, not gonna say it because now if it breaks, I'm fine cleaning it up. I want you to feel like an idiot.
That's hilarious. That's the same guy that wears a mask in the car, by himself.
I wanted to say that to you the other day. I wear a mask in the car, but do you know why? When I'm delivery driving. And I didn't think about that because I used to have the same outlook where I was like, bro, if you're alone in your fucking car, you don't need a goddamn mask because who are you spreading it to? You know what I'm saying? But the policies of these companies, these delivery companies, if someone sees you driving or like delivering something to them and you're just in the neighborhood that they're driving in, some people are like that. They'll see you not wearing a mask, see you with like the Instacart shirt or whatever, or like Instacart lanyard, and they'll report you. Or like if you deliver it to them and they see you like were in the car without a mask and you got out and put the mask on.
That's a good point.
They'll report you, and them shits are strict. Like they'll deactivate your account for something as simple as that, and they won't even tell you why.
Wow.
I know multiple people who got their accounts deleted, and they didn't even say why. They just said you broke policy or whatever, and you can't retort it because you don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah. So I wear a mask in the car sometimes, but it's usually like when I get in the community of the place I'm delivering, I'll like pop the mask on and then like just make sure like while I'm around their stuff and like while I'm delivering to them, I'm masked up.
That makes sense, dude. Honestly, I feel bad.
Or if you're an Uber driver, think about that. Like they got to be masked up basically the whole time.
Yeah.
Because Uber driver is even stricter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's true. No, it's true. Yeah, it's just sometimes I'll be. Yeah, no, it's true. It is true. That makes sense too.
But you don't really need one if you're just driving to work. Take the shit off.
Yeah.
Breathe for a second.
I know. Right? Breathe. Relax. No, and I'm not making this up. One time I saw a guy by himself in a convertible, top down, mask on.
Are you kidding me?
I'm like, bro.
That doesn't make sense.
I wanted to spin in his car.
Driving.
Spin his car. Cough his way.
Get the vaccine, bitch.
Hey, bro. Fuck a fat leak. That'd be so messed up.
Yeah.
We
just joking.
I would never. Jokes. Comedy podcast. Relax, people. No, so.
What else we got, dude?
The last thing. Dogecoin. Hold the fucking Dogecoin. We're going to the moon, boys. Let's go.
Let's get it to $1. I don't have any Dogecoin, but I'm in this.
I'm gonna check right now. I'm gonna check live on City of Palms. I'm gonna check. I'm gonna check and see. Date. So it's Saturday the 17th of April. A quick side note for anyone wondering when the first purchase of my Dogecoin was. Ooh, we're at a dip, boys. Hey, buy on the dip. Anyone listen? It's gonna be past it. Brian, buy right now. Honestly, now's your time to buy. Go to Robinhood.
Robinhood?
Yep. You got Robinhood? Did you ever sign up for my free? If you sign up, I'm gonna resend you the thing. You get a free stock, and I'm gonna sign up. You get a free stock for signing up with my code, and then I get a free stock too. But then buy Dogecoin.
And you can pick any stock.
Right now, yeah. Right now it's not from that you get for free. You get It's random though. You could get a Tesla stock or Apple or something like that. It's random, yeah.
Oh, they just give you a stock. I get it. I thought you got like a mystery credit stock or something to purchase.
No, they give you one free stock. So imagine they give you one Tesla stock. You're like, I just made $300. No, so Dogecoin's at 0.2. So 0.02. So 2 cents. Dogecoin is worth 2 cents right now. So one share is 2 cents. So take like $200, however much money you want to buy. I put $4 in October 2nd of 2018. So 3 years ago was when I first bought my first shares of Dogecoin. And it's sitting nice right now. It was sitting way better a couple days ago when we were...
You were at like some hundreds, right?
When we were like 0.3 in it. I still am. I'm at 193. But I was like way nicer.
But if it hits $1...
If it hits $1, I'm fat. If it hits $1...
Then you definitely get a new car. Cash.
And I'm saying, if it hits $1, I'm out.
You have the Infiniti and the Audi.
And that might sound so stupid. I know, right? And that might sound stupid right now. Because, like, it literally could hit, like, $10, $5. It could hit anything. You know what I mean? It's a meme coin, but it's, like, top, like, it's a hype coin right now. Like, a lot of, like, celebrities, influencers, rappers, and stuff like that are, like, messing with it. Like, Elon Musk tweeted about it. Like, Doge with the little rocket emoji. Even I put in my notes, Dogecoin with I drew a little rocket emoji. I mean, that shows you how passionate we are about our Doge. So yeah, I think that's all we got though.
Keep the passion in the Doge.
Yes, sir. Keep the passion in the Doge. Buy low, sell high. If you don't understand stocks, buy low, sell high. There's a dip right now currently.
Buy it.
If you see a dip, buy the dip.
When it peaks.
When it peaks, sell it. Literally. Check your app all the time.
Or just hold it for 3 years. See what happens.
Exactly. Exactly.
You deleted the app.
Yes, I bought Dogecoin in October 2nd, 2018. I bought it. I deleted the app. Never wanted to look at it. I said, I'll get that app again in a couple years and I'll look at it. I'm done with stocks.
And then you saw the Facebook.
And then I saw the Facebook post, Doge on the rise, Doge on the rise, Doge on the rise. And when it was at its highest to this day, I didn't have access to my account. Robinhood locked me out when it was at its highest.
How high did it get?
I don't know.
But if you're at like 200 right now, that means like when it was at its highest, you were significantly more than that?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Dang.
Yeah, I was probably at like a couple thousand.
What?
If it yeah, because I think it hit like 0.5. I think it even got up close up to 10 cents a share. Right now it's at 2 cents a share.
Oh.
The other day it was at 3 cents.
Wait, so then what was up with that meme where it showed the Dogecoin like as the Green Mercury?
Because that day it was working its way up. That day.
And it got up to 50 cents?
No. We were hoping.
Oh, so just for that one day when that meme, it was way up there at 25 cents?
It wasn't 25 cents. It was at 3 cents, 4 cents maybe.
I don't get the meme though, because it had penny and then nickel and then a dime and then a quarter, and he had killed all of them, and then he was going for a picture of 50 Cent, the rapper.
I mean, maybe I've been sleeping on the fucking spikes. Maybe
if
it did hit
25. If you're at 2 cents, or if it's at 2 cents and you're at that much up, if it was at a quarter.
Oh, I know. I know. And if it's at $1?
No, yeah.
To the moon, boys. So
Audi will be your daily driver.
Buy Doge. He literally buy Doge. Let's get it to the moon.
You ready to wrap it up?
We are. I'm trying to wrap it up right now. My notebook's closed. I just want to say thank you to the listeners, for real. It's been weird. It's been rough. Like, not doing the podcast. We love the podcast, but it's been like our audio up down, like figuring stuff out. Our old mixer board taking a crap. Program's not working. Computer needs updated. Everything. And I know it sounds like really did figure it out. We didn't have any prior experience, as you guys know. If you're a new listener, welcome.
And this is self-produced.
We don't have a team. We're literally, shout out Kyle, me, Brian, Kyle. We're doing it in the city of Palms. That is the team we have. And Kyle helped us figure this out. Kyle's the reason we're recording this right now. We've been in like deep problems, so I feel like it's been affecting the energy of the podcasts. Even this podcast, before Kyle helped us out, before he was available to help us out, we were just like trying for like 45 minutes to an hour. So it's like that wears on us, to like just set that up. And I'm not complaining in any way, but I'm basically just saying we're fixing it. It's a problem. We recognized it. We're working on it. So stay tuned.
And we're not stopping. The energy dipping is just like the motherfucking DOGECOIN. It's at a dip.
It's gonna go up to the moon, boys.
Where can they find us at, Danny?
You can find us at City of Palms Podcast on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, anywhere you listen to podcasts. New episodes every Monday. Man, buy Doge. Hold it. Let's go to the moon. Don't sell till it hits $1. Buy a bunch of it. Steal your mom's credit. No, I'm playing. Get a job. Go buy Doge. Subscribe. Oh, no. Real quick, too, I want to say, follow us on Instagram and be ready for that giveaway. Giveaway dropping real soon. We've touched on it long enough.
Some people got that early access.
At the
ID show, the Spoken SPITTAS Spring Showcase. And shout out again to ID for that. That was a really dope time. We got to set up our tables there, and it was super fun. We had clipboards where people could start signing up to win these things, and we were vlogging there too. We made a little dope edit out of it.
Go check that out if it's up. If it's not up, turn on your post notifications for City of Palms Podcast on YouTube so you can get notified whenever we post a new video. Thank you guys. We're signing off.
Hit him with the outro song.